Hey guys, it's Friday and welcome back to another episode of TRAX Off Grid. Well, I'm first going to apologize. I left the GoPro at home again today. So with that being said, let's get right into what we've gotten done on the Beast this week. I'm just going to put it straight up there right now. You're not going to see a whole lot of cosmetic changes that have happened inside the Beast over the last week. We're at that point again where we're doing the fine detail stuff, plumbing and utilities and gas lines and so forth. So that's all behind the scenes, more or less, or behind the walls. We can't really show all that. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a walk in here and we'll show you guys what last few little bits of trim work we had to get knocked out. And then we're in the home stretch for painting and putting a nice finish coat on them and so forth. As you see, we got the escape hatch trimmed out. We got the rest of the trim work done inside here this past week. We did get our custom door built, and that's in here now. And then we'll go ahead and put on some FRP on the back of this door here. Get it open. And we'll cover this whole thing. And then we've got a shower curtain that hangs in here. So that's where your real waterproofing comes from. But we'll have this all, the door stops and everything finished up, the latch on. And the door will be finished. Then what we did this past week is we went ahead and got all of the copper cut to go behind the sink and kitchen area here for the stove, the hot water heater, the fridge, and so forth. And the plumber came out. We had everything cut for the copper tubing. That's all ready to go. He'll come out next week. He'll put all the fittings in place, make sure everything lines up the way it needs to, flare the ends of the tubing, get it all connected, do a pressure test on it. And then that will be it. It will be finished and ready to go. So then we'll do an actual test fire once we get the propane tanks filled to make sure everything turns on. So we got all that done. And we went ahead and made a special bracket for the regulator. We'll get that mounted in place next week and so forth. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys that I've been working on here is the gray water tank. And as you see, we custom build these tanks here, and we went ahead and put this all together. It holds about 35 gallons worth of fluid in it of gray water, so that's a pretty good thing for them. And then we went ahead and put in the inlets. They're glued in place now. We're letting those dry over the weekend. We put some seam seal in there to make sure everything's nice and sealed up. We did go ahead and get the gate valve installed here as well. And nothing is glued in place per se as for like the caps and the gate valve and the fittings, because what we want to do is go ahead, get it test fitted again, and make sure it sits in there properly. I've been using this setup now in Optimus for roughly 3 years. I've got one of these tanks on each side. It tucks up underneath the frame well between the wheel and the frame rail itself. They work well there. There's no interference with the tire hitting it when it's flexing the axle. This was one of the main things we tested with Optimus when we took it out for a test run where we took it to the off-road park and literally tried to break things. I wanted to see if the wheels were going to interfere with the tanks. We had no problem. And again, they've been in service now in my truck for 3 years, and they've been working wonderfully. So we'll be happy to get this installed. This truck will only have this one tank. That's why we went with this larger design. And again, this is something we custom build here in-house. And then we'll get all that fitted in next week and so forth. So I know it's the holiday weekend, guys. If you have time that you're spending with your loved ones, please enjoy it. It's Easter. I hope you have a great time and get to enjoy some good time with your family and friends. And you get to have some decent, really good food too as well. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe, hit the like button. We do love to get the comments, positive or negative, like we always say. And if you need to get a hold of us, check us out at info@traxoffgrid.com. You can shoot us an email there, and we'll respond to you back the next time we're in the office. If you need to check anything else out, check us out on the web at traxoffgrid.com. It has our phone numbers there on the website as well. And if there's any questions, again, hopefully we can answer it for you. And if we don't have the answer, I'm sure we can track it down. Guys, Have a great weekend. And like I've said before, and I'm going to say it one more time, if you haven't already checked out Second Chance Canine, Travis down there in Tennessee has got a great organization going. It's a nonprofit LLC where they're taking previous service dogs and turning them into service dogs for former vets, police, fire, EMS, and so forth. Great thing. If you can, please help them out. All the proceeds go directly to the foundation. And that's it. There's nothing that's gone to other places or anyone's particular pocket. He's doing a wonderful thing down there, and we're glad we can support him and help support his channel and get it out there and help them with some future stuff they want to do with a truck in the near future, hopefully. The other thing, too, guys, check out the Facebook page. It's FMTV, LMTV Overlanders. It's a group designed specifically to overlanding builds out of the FMTV, LMTV platform. Proud that we're on it, and it's already gone up to about 100 subscribers, I think, to the group, and it's growing by the day. Check it out. It's a great way to get feedback from other builders and design ideas, and everyone's very helpful and willing to share their ideas and designs, and it might be something you can incorporate in one of your builds. If you want to talk to us about a build, please do. Give us a call, give us an email. We're more than happy to talk to you guys. Last time I'm going to say it, guys, but have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.